approximately 1 a.m. on the 30th of January 2016 come to your attention?
Mick Kenley, Chief Executive Officer of the Australian Maritime Safety Authority. I would have to take that exact time and date on notice, Senator, but it would have been sometime in December. Well, sorry, Senator.
In December?
We were advised in December that the company were wishing to amend their safe manning document for the ship, and that is to change the category of seafarers from integrated ratings to ratings, engine room and deck.
Sorry, could you, there's a little bit of noise there. Could you just explain those different categories again, please?
Yep. Apparently normally I sit here with a dumb look on my head, so I'll try to answer your questions. That's Senator Stirl's comment from the last hearings. So I'll try to answer your questions as best as I can.
I'm sure I'm bringing to his attention in the Hansard, he's not listening.
The Portland was manned, as most Australian ships are, with engineer officers, deck officers and integrated ratings. Integrated ratings are ratings that are skilled to work in either deck or engine room. It's not a terribly common way to do it in the world, and most of the other ships that we see come to Australia have ratings deck and ratings engine room. That is permitted in marine orders in Australia, in Marine Orders Part 73, Schedule 1. There is the ability to have integrated ratings or to have ratings deck and ratings engine room, and the operator of the Portland applied to us under Marine Orders Part 21 to have the minimum safe manning document amended to change from having integrated ratings to having ratings deck and ratings engine room. Around the same time, they also indicated to us that they were intending to apply for certificates of recognition for foreign ratings, and indeed they did for ratings of Indian nationality, and that's in accordance with Marine Orders Part 70, Division 4, that we have an agreement in place with India to recognise their qualifications, and we process those applications as we would for any other application for that sort of matter.
So they came to you just, no, you said you'd have to sort of check exactly.
Exactly.
Early December, mid-December, late December?
First half of December.
First half of December, okay. And so they clearly indicated to you that they were going to replace the Australian crew with a foreign source crew.
Oh, that was what we understood from why they were applying for those certificates of recognition.
And so who notified you, or by what means did that action or proposed action come to your attention?
Well, that would have come to us from the company involved.
So are we talking the owner of the ship or the company hiring them? So was it an Alcoa decision, or was it?
The company managing the ship, ASP, I think it was in that case.
Is there any notification procedure that's required when that application to change the ratings for a ship is made?
When the application comes to us to amend the minimum safe manning document, there is a section on that form where they have consulted with relevant stakeholders, I think is the term.
And they had consulted with the relevant stakeholders?
According to the form which was submitted to us.
And who were the relevant stakeholders in this instance?
Well, normally that would be with the crew officers and engineers on a ship.
There's no requirement to consult with the union?
Not under our legislation, Senator.
Now, upon the action or proposed action coming to your attention, what actions did you take? So what were you required to do? What did you do?
Well, if we receive an application for to amend a minimum safe manning document, we have processes which involve looking at what they're proposing. Does it comply with the IMO guidelines on minimum safe manning? which includes safety issues. And coming back to actual safety issues, Senator, the proposal was actually increasing the overall number of crew on the vessel. The crew were intended to meet STCW and our requirements, so there was no safety issue. The vessel was still intending to sail with Australian officers, deck officers, and Australian engineer officers. The deck officers are responsible for safely navigating the ship. The engineer officers are responsible for safely operating the machinery. Our ratings are there in a support role.
Do you have any communication with the Secretary of the Department of Infrastructure and Regional Services or any other officer of that department upon becoming aware of that action, either before it occurred or afterwards?
I know there would have been a communication at some point, Senator. Again, I personally...
To whom?
Probably, and I would have to take this on notice exactly who was notified when. But as a matter of courtesy, I'm assuming we would have let them know that this was happening.
The Secretary of the Department of Infrastructure and Regional Services, or someone within his department?
Well, again, Senator, I'm sorry. I should just say I will take that on notice and give you the dates and times.
As a matter of courtesy, as you've already put on the Hansard, you would have notified them after you received the request?
I'm assuming so, but I'll have to go and check.
Mr Murdoch, is anyone at the table or anyone that you're aware of? Did they receive the courteous note from
Not to
AMSA?
not to my personal recollection, Senator, but again, I'll check.
Senator, I took on notice earlier to follow up in relation to exchanges that we had at the time.
You indicated that at the time, after you became aware of it in the media, you contacted AMSA about some claims. What AMSA is now saying is they contacted the department, they believe, much earlier than when the actual events took place.
Senator, that's...
I said...
I would have to confirm that, Senator. That's just my thinking, and I haven't confirmed that with any of my staff, so...
You're very courteous,
my
Mr
mistake.
Kinley. I'm sure your organisation was courteous with the department. So no one in the department has any recollection of an earlier contact from AMSA on this issue?
Senator Conroy, I'm happy to take that on notice and come back. I'll confirm what the situation is.
Okay, well, you had no advance notice?
I don't
From a
recall at this
communication from
stage, no,
AMSA.
Senator.